It's a great honor to be here. I want to thank Bob Roth, the David Lynch Foundation, for their extraordinary work, to say the least. Most importantly, it's a miracle because I can meditate. I'm a type AAAAA personality. The best thing that ever happened to TM, because if I can do it, anybody can do it. So let's look at women for a moment. Women and stress. Is it just stress? No, it's something I call toxic stress. Toxic stress is any stress in your life associated with the three musketeers: helplessness, hopelessness, and defeat. When that happens, extraordinary hormonal changes happen in both a male and a female. Your sex hormones decrease. Cortisol, or stress hormone, increases precipitously, as well as adrenaline. When that does, you erode your immune system, and you're wide open for impulsivity and for implosion. As the toxic stress heightens, something is going on in the brain. The prefrontal cortex is in charge of executive function. It helps you plan, strategize, organize. It helps you rein in the three I's: impatience, irritability, impulsivity. It allows you to be able to be creative. When all of those things are happening, you're in good shape. What happens under toxic stress? It's shut down. So is your memory. So is your ability. You feel paralyzed. Tara said it so beautifully, so elegantly. You're paralyzed. You're non-functional. Your prefrontal cortex is getting hammered right and left. So it's really imperative to reclaim it. You need to be able to get it back. You need to strengthen it. That's one of the reasons why I like TM myself, because I was promised a big brain. So when you do something like transcendental meditation, we now have science. We have hardcore science with great tools, functional MRIs, PET scans, that allow us to be able to actually measure and see, visualize, observe, take pictures of what happens in the brain as you're going through transcendence. You turn on your prefrontal cortex, and the stress response itself, as you're looking through the limbic system, the amygdala, as you're looking at that entire hypothalamic pituitary adrenal axis, it's becoming quieter. As that becomes quiet, the prefrontal cortex is allowed to be able to optimally function. Who wouldn't like that? At the same time, when you're also leading a healthy lifestyle, doing this, exercising, for instance, etc., guess what you're doing? You're inducing the growth of more brain cells. It's called neurogenesis, or neuroplasticity in the brain. When that happens, you get a bigger brain. We've measured it. Big brain. We like it. So what's your reward out of this whole thing? Well, I think, again, Tara said it beautifully, and that is the whole issue of transcendence is centering to a core of peace, allowing yourself to be able to just take a moment and to be able to reorganize. Come on, you're on a hike, right? Don't you take a moment to rest? This never rests. And when you have PTSD and MST and all of these other forms of violence and trauma and toxic stress, there's no rest. You have to find the rest. And this is, by science, by far, the most optimal way to do this. I've already piloted this with a number of my patients in early studies. We're going to be doing work with food addiction as one form of addiction and transcendental meditation, and the results have been nothing less than extraordinary.